Learn new language to recover from toxic relationships. After you broke up with your ex-boyfriend, you started your recovery process. And you noticed that your memory became not good. You noticed that you started to have difficulties to memorize new things and to remember events in your life and things that happen in your life. And you notice that when you think, your brain hurts to remember things. Sometimes you cannot remember simple words in a moment. And this is sign of stress. Stress has a major impact on your brain and its cells. It destroys cells of your brain. And what is very dangerous, stress, prolonged stress and depression can lead to Alzheimer's disease later on in life. Alzheimer's disease can be diagnosed as soon as in 50s or 60s years old. So it's kind of young age. Alzheimer's disease is not a joke. My dad, he suffered from Alzheimer's disease. And it's terrible. It's basically when your brain is totally damaged and you cannot remember even your relatives. You cannot remember who you are. You cannot remember your name, your age, your address, basic things. So toxic relationships may lead to mental health issues, depression, problems with memory, with the sleeping. And later on, all these mental issues can lead to development of Alzheimer's disease. And what to do to prevent it? One of the most important things is to use your brain as much as possible. How can you do it? First of all, try to read books. Reading books give you interesting and new information, something to think about. It's like a food for your brain. Also, try to communicate with other people, to socialize. It doesn't have to be on a very deep level, but having like nice conversations sometimes, for example, with your neighbors or with your family members, with your friends, and having positive emotions while you're having these conversations are very helpful for your mental health, because we are social creatures. We need other people. Maybe not every day, but sometimes. And most importantly, learn new things. Because when you're learning, you develop new connections in your brain. Your brain heals itself. Learn new languages. It will help you to exercise your memory. Because if you don't use your memory, it's gonna fade away over time. I started recently to learn Spanish again. I was learning Spanish while I was living in New York. It was years ago, way back. They offered in New York free Spanish course for beginners, and I took it for 6 months. It was very basic stuff that we've learned there. However, I really enjoyed learning Spanish language. Spanish sounds so good to me. It's very beautiful language, and I like how it sounds. It's like a music to my ears. However, I got busy with life. My father was sick, and many things had happened. I always had a plan to come back to learn Spanish, but I postponed it year after year. And finally, this year, I got so fired up, so motivated, and I decided no more wait. I gonna learn Spanish now. And I found a very nice online school and signed up for a class. I found them at nighttime, signed up for a class next morning. And ever since, I'm going to online classes 3 times a week. I just had my online class. It lasts 1.5 hours. For me, learning Spanish is difficult because so many words, and it's difficult to memorize because I don't use them every day in my everyday life. I don't really listen any podcasts or any Spanish music. I do listen sometimes Spanish music, but I don't understand anything. So for me, the most difficult thing is to memorize words. But again, I have a goal to learn it, no matter what, no matter how difficult it becomes, I still going to learn. If it takes 10 years, it's okay. I don't put any limits on myself. I just want to be in this learning process. That's what is the most important thing. And during classes, when I think, my brain hurts. And I think it's a good thing because my brain develops new neurological connections. It repairs itself after prolonged stress that I had because of my past toxic relationships with my psychopath ex-boyfriend. However, I just want to tell you that 1.5 hours of class, it's too much for me. I already sent a message to my school and I told them that I can learn only up to 1 hour. After that, my brain stops working. I cannot understand anything and I cannot comprehend new information after 1 hour limit. Because my concentration is short. Only up to 1 hour I can be concentrated. And after that, I cannot concentrate anymore. I cannot remember anything. And on top of not being able to concentrate, I start to have a headache. And this headache may last for a long time after the class. So I sent this note to my online school and they understood my situation. Right now they're looking for a new group for me. So we would have a shorter class, and also I requested to have less information during the class because the materials that we learn, it's like for 3 classes. I have also individual online lessons at the same school, but another teacher. And when I told her about material that we learned during just one class, she was in shock. She said that it's too much for one class. It's different material, different subjects. And she said it's at least 2 or 3 classes to learn all of this material that we learned during just one class. So this is my struggle right now, to comprehend, to memorize all new information. But I'm very proud of myself. I'm proud, first of all, that I came back to learning Spanish. And second of all, I'm proud that I didn't stop when I faced a difficult time to learn. It was very difficult. Even now, I have a headache after class, but I didn't stop, I didn't quit. So if you're going right now through difficult time and you alone, you depressed, you feel that your memory is not good, you feel that your mental health is not good, try to learn new language. Whatever language you like, sign up for a class, or better, sign up for one-on-one class, individual lessons, because in a group settings it's much more difficult to learn. When you have one-on-one lesson with a teacher, it's much slower pace and it's adapted to your learning abilities. With a group, it's so hectic and chaotic because everyone is on different level of comprehending things. So one-on-one lessons are the best. If you're thinking about learning by yourself, that's not a good idea, and I'll tell you why. After some time, you just will start to lose your motivation and discipline. It's much better to have a teacher, especially right now with all of this technology. We can communicate online, so you don't have to even drive anywhere to have your lesson. You can just sign up online for a Zoom class and see a teacher in the comfort of your home. You will get the best result if you work one-on-one with a teacher. If you cannot afford one-on-one lessons, then go to online group lessons. It would be my second choice. I doing both right now because I just want to see different types and see what works better for me. But I already see that one-on-one is better. But with a group, I like communication. We have many dialogues. That's what I love about it. And every person in our group, they have their own input. Right now, in my group, there are total 4 students, me and 3 other girls. Their names are Julia. All 3 girls' names are Julia. That's funny fact. We had one man, but he left. He left our group because he had conflict with his work schedule. So he couldn't come to that specific time. Before it was 5 of us. Now there are only 4 students in our online group class. And today we had very nice dialogues about talking about ourselves, about lives, how we live, where we live, how old are we, and stuff like that. I can already talk a little bit, just very basic, simple conversation. Today was lesson number 13, class lesson number 13. So total 13 lessons, and I've already learned enough. I'm going to travel soon, and I'm planning when I go to Spain in about a week or so, I'm planning to talk to locals in their language, even a little bit, have cute little dialogues with locals, because I want to see them smile, and they're very happy when someone is talking to them in Spanish. They become so happy. And I just want to get this emotion out of them. So if you're going through difficult time, you need to improve your mental health. Look into the option of learning new language. It will help you not only to take your mind out of your negative thoughts, but it also will help you to develop new skills. And these new skills will help you to advance you in your life, in your career, and even increase your communication circle to get new friends in other countries. So that is my advice for today, and I will keep you updated about my Spanish progress. Spanish is awesome. I love it.